AFL games.
Tasmania and Northern Territory underway. Tasmania kicking to the left of screen. And they've got the first kick away, and here's Rainbird attacking the ball, but going back. Mouth Turner, solid young man.
Solid name.
Mouth Turner goes with it. And going back is Lovell. Kick goes in long. Gavralis was there for Tassie. Lovell to clear. Kicks to the wing and kicks to the lead of Smith, who found Franklin into the pocket. His kick. Beautifully roved there by Dodge. Over to Lovell. And that's good footy again by Tasmania. The very talented Kieran Lovell finishes off, but good work by many of his teammates, including your man Nick Dodge. Dodgeball.
The dodgeball. Yeah. He actually held his ground and position in the contest really well. Got it to the front himself and then did his own crumbing. He fends off, keeps it in front of him.
That's good play.
A good second effort and a nice give. A lovely finish.
He's a nice player, Lovell. Looks like he's ready for AFL. He could step in next year and play AFL footy. Clubs would be questioning his size. So, as I said in the opener, he's an accumulator. He averages high 20s for the championships. And
Lovell. Bit proppy,
yeah.
Yeah, Rainbird's just come off. It's an ankle, we think, on the left side. And also, Michaelis McMasters has come off as well, and a heavy tackle about 2 minutes ago, just looking at the left ankle as well. So an injury for both teams.
Thanks, Ben. Back with the action and back through the middle go to...
Watching their ability, it's probably easier.
And you're in the talent acquisition, list management. What side you really enjoy?
Oh, I love it. I love watching the young players because they're the next generation. Young players, because the more games they play, the better they get. I know that's hard for the Brisbane Lions supporters when we're down the bottom, but the youth and the really talented youth are what's going to hold you in good stead later on.
And we talked about coaching. You coached a nice key forward in John Barker, doing a great job at Carlton as we speak. Put his hand up for the job. You know, Bark's obviously pretty well. Give us your thoughts on, obviously, his prospects for that.
Oh, I think he's doing an excellent job from what I'm seeing, and the way he's got them going in a very short time. John's a terrific person, and I think his empathy and his communication skills are great strengths. And it seems to me that they're responding to him, and I hope for his sake in the next 2 months that he does get considered seriously for the job, because I think he'd be a good candidate.
Thanks for having a chat, Swabby.
Thanks, Ben.
Thanks to Peter Schwab, and good movement there by Tasmania. Lovell involved twice to get it out to Gardner and then got back into the hole.
He's up to 13 touches, Lovell.
Yeah.
And he's already kicked the goal.
Well, Brenton alluded to that at the start of the broadcast about he is an accumulator and picked up 29 disposals last time. This for his second goal. 35 metres out.
Good.
Yeah, that'll do. He's got two. Tasmania get there first for the second quarter, and they get their lead back out to 9 points. And I guess we were listening to Schwabby there, and we said, oh, well, there's one we're interested in.
Particularly interested in, he said.
Particularly interested in it. We're probably not too surprised. It's probably Joshua Shaki.
You'd think so.
Yeah.
If he's been the standout key forward of the national championships. He's had a fantastic season, and if Brisbane don't move up the ladder, we might see big Josh Shaki heading up north.
He's even said that, you know, he wouldn't mind playing there, would he?
Well, his old man played there.
His dad played there.
And not only that, I mean, they're crying. It did in the end, but just for Hawks fans out there, our half-time interview, we've got some very good highlights.
Wow.
Of Cyril back in the day.
Back in the day of the
under-18s at Northern Territory. So if you're tuning in,
Australia directly after this. 2 games in a row, doubleheader, and we'll be back again tomorrow. But here's the first clearance. Here is Kieran Lovell winning that for
Tassie boys, and there's certainly some draftable prospects in there. Who's willing to step up, take the bit between the teeth, and actually do something there, changing the pattern of this game? You'd like to see him step up, so he just confirms what you're thinking, that yes, he's certainly something there for the future.
Tasmania. How many jacks have we got on the other side? A bit light on, but there'll be some jacks later on this afternoon.
yeah, they have got a few, but I think what St Kilda have done over the last couple of years has been outstanding.
Yep, it's been good.
List, it really has.
Yeah, exciting young list for Saints.
Here's a man he talked about in Kieran Lovell. Continues to win plenty of the ball. He drives down. They've got to get something happening here, and that's not how you do it. Handball straight to the ground, Zach Buchner, but
Have to be in that five, but really like to see that kid develop as a talented half forward that can roll through the midfield at times.
And he's bottom.
sorry.
I knew you weren't going to finish there.
I couldn't resist it. Here's Lovell. Quick give to Rainbird, and he gave it back to him. Slipped it to him nicely.
number 24 for Lovell, but he does get
a good pick up, but he's well caught by Hibbert. Stop that 4A forward, and now they've got some good vision here, and they've got some opportunities. Lovell thinks about chipping over the top.
There's a good lead on in front of him.
Yeah, he missed the lead up forward, told to go, and in the end he kicked it to the bloke who provided the good lead. So a bit fortunate there, Taz. Punch over the top. The man to win it is Lovell off the outside of the boot. Rainbird has to wait for it. Made good. Tasmania can set up. And they found a man inside 50, and it's Kieran Lovell.
He can't do much more. He's been brilliant. 27 disposals now for Lovell.
We heard Tony Elshaw talking about Lovell.
Michael Voss's, Andy McLeod's. There's no surprise that they're champions of the game. So when you look at the guys today that perform well, the Riolis, the Lovells, the Hibbards.
Tasmanian players has, but well, that goal's given them some real hope here. 13 points. Is it Taban or Taban?
No, it's Taban. You got it right. Yeah, Patrick Taban. He's had 2 kicks though, and he's kicked it straight to the man who's best on ground, really, Kieran Lovell.
Well, no doubt he's the best player on the ground, especially if they win. He's certainly clearly the best player for Tasmania, and you think if they can get home from here, they'll need to kick this for them to get home, in my view. But
might test him for distance.
Yeah, he's looking around.
He's a nice kick. This might just be out of his range.
He's right on 50.
yeah, good ride.
It carries here at Etihad Stadium. He probably didn't realise that, but you can give it a roost here. It's protected because of the stadium. He's got 3 goals. And he's got his team back within 7 points, just under 7 minutes remaining. So they're on song. They had to get 20 points in 20 minutes. They're doing it.
Well, we talk about playing at AFL venues, and I've seen 50% of AFL players not kick the distance from there.
Yeah.
And he's just gone back and drained it. It's just a great powerful
kick.
leg. He didn't look confident, but that's a real important goal for the Tasmanian.
And at West Coast, so very good bloodlines, and one of 6 children, Kieran Lovell.
Just had another possession there to get it forward. Look at the numbers here. And he's going to follow it up himself by hand. He gives it over to Dodge. Dodge turns, kicks to goal, but he's hooked it.
Had my arms in the air.
On the wing to Hibbert.
3.5 minutes, provided you don't carve it up. And that's a good kick.
That's good vision.
Then you'll have
Lovell
some of these players through.
thought about giving it off. Decides to kick to the lead. Gardner's his target. Taban with the spoil over the backs. Dodge again. Searching for...
Thought he'd come on earlier, but he hadn't.
Franklin's done some nice things.
He has.
Nat Franklin, he set that up. Territory have to win this ball, though, but it's guess who? It's Lovell.
34 possessions.
Yep. And they've got it marked.